26 states' obligation to provide emergency medical care. Mr. H.S. fell off a train at about 7:45 p.m. on July 8th. As a result, he suffered serious head injuries and brain hemorrhage. He was taken to the local primary health center. Since necessary facilities for treatment were not available at the primary health center, the medical officer in charge of the center referred him to the nearest hospital for better treatment. H.S. was taken to the hospital at about 11:45 p.m. on July 8th. The emergency medical officer in said hospital, after examining him and taking 2 x-rays of his skull, recommended immediate admission for further treatment. Nevertheless, H.S. could not be admitted to the hospital, as no vacant bed was available in the surgical emergency ward, and the regular surgery ward was also full. He was thereafter taken to another hospital at about 12:20 a.m. on July 9th, but he was not admitted there, on the grounds that no vacant bed was available. He was then taken to another hospital at about 1 a.m. on July 9th. He was not admitted to that hospital on the grounds that the hospital has no emergency or neuro-emergency department. At about 2 a.m. on July 9th, he was taken to another hospital, but was not admitted there because no bed was available. At about 8 a.m. on July 9th, he was taken to an institute of neurology. Upon examining the CT scan performed at a private hospital after payment, the doctors discovered a hemorrhage in the frontal region of the head and determined this was an emergency case that could not be handled at said institute. At about 10 a.m. on July 9th, the patient was taken to yet another hospital, but was also not admitted there on the grounds that the hospital has no neurosurgical facilities. Ultimately, he was admitted to a private hospital, where he was treated as an inpatient from July 9th through July 22nd.
Hi everyone, come back again to my YouTube video, and now this time I will discuss about case study 26. Case study 26 normally states obligation to provide emergency medical care. Here I will give my response about the problem in case study 26, and the question is, was it correct for the above mentioned hospital to refuse to provide medical treatment to HS and to transfer him to another hospital? And my answer is yes. Most of the aforementioned hospital administrate first aid to HS, but could not provide him appropriate treatment due to their lack of facility and medical service to handle complicated situation such as in this case, it was better to transfer HS to an institute that could handle such condition. In this case, it is said that Mr. Anges was not accepted at various hospitals on the ground that the room was full or there were no empty rooms. Even though his condition at that time was very serious. Some hospitals have done first aid but cannot do further tests due to inadequate hospital equipment and inadequate hospital facility. In this position, while in the hospital by doing to so that patient of the correct treatment and can be handled properly. Even though the patient condition at that time was really serious, the hospital could only take referral action. The government should provide hospital with adequate tools and in accordance with the needs of the community, but because the government was also unable at that time in the economy, the government was unable to help the hospital. There are several ways you can do to overcome this problem. For example, by offering or making donation to rich people or country that can help. Thank you for your time. See you, bye bye.